Hello, today's lesson will be about the double mini roundabout, or small double roundabouts, as you can see here on the map. We have two roundabouts close to each other in one area. Most people think that navigating this type of roundabout is very difficult. But on the contrary, it's quite simple and easy if you follow one very small rule: treat each roundabout separately. For example, if I'm coming from this road and I want to go straight, I must not think about both roundabouts together. I should think about each roundabout as its own entity. As you can see here, I have an entry line for the first roundabout, and I also have a second line here for the second roundabout. This means that this is the entry line for this roundabout. Once I'm inside and it's safe, I only need to check the second roundabout before entering it. This means I have to stop here if necessary, and then check again and stop once more at this line. Let me show you some examples to clarify how simple this is. I'll explain it like this with this view, and then I'll explain again using Street View, which is the street view on Google Maps. Then, I'll show you an example video. For instance, if I'm coming from this street and planning to go straight, here's what I'll do. I'll come from this street, check the right side as usual, just like we learned in the lesson about mini roundabouts. I'll check the right side to see if anyone is coming. If no one is coming, I'll enter. Once I've entered here, where the car is, I'll also check the right side at this second point to see if anyone is coming. If no one is coming, I'll proceed without any problem. The secret to navigating these two roundabouts is to treat each one separately. Check if it's safe, proceed, then check again before moving on. For example, once I enter the first roundabout, the second roundabout becomes a new roundabout for me, and I must check it as well. Let's take another example. If I'm coming from this road and want to turn right into this area here, then the second roundabout has nothing to do with me at all. I'll come from here, with my right signal on, of course, as we've learned. I'll check the right side here. If no one is coming, I'll enter around the back of the roundabout and continue to the right without any issue. I haven't used the second roundabout at all. Now, let's ask this question. If I want to go from here into this street and I'm coming from this direction, it's very simple. For the first roundabout, I'll be going straight, so there's no need for a signal.so. Entering the first roundabout requires no signal. After checking the right side and seeing no one is coming, I can enter. Then, I'll turn on my right signal to let others know I'm heading in this direction. I'll check the right side again, and if no one is there, I'll go around the back of the second roundabout and continue. The process is simple: treat each roundabout individually. Let's look at another example. Here we see the stop line for the first roundabout, and this is also the stop line for those coming from this street. As I mentioned earlier, if I'm coming from here and want to turn right, it's very simple. I'll use my right signal, make sure no one is coming from this direction, and continue into the street on the right. If I want to go to the second right, I'll enter the first roundabout without a signal. Once I reach this area, I'll turn on my right signal to let others know I'm heading in that direction. I'll check that no one is coming from here, then go around the back of the second roundabout and exit. If I'm coming from here and want to exit in this direction, this is slightly trickier. If I'm coming and want to go that way, the second roundabout is almost on the right side of the first roundabout from this direction. So, I'll use the right lane to enter. I would signal right. I'll approach from this area and make sure no one is coming from this side toward me because, of course, they'll have the right of way. I'll enter here and take this path. Now, I'm at the second roundabout. Here. I'll check again to see if anyone is coming from this direction, and then I'll continue straight and exit. In this video, I'm going straight through the roundabouts. As you can see, there's a car coming from the right. I'll stop for it to pass. Now that the right side is clear, I'll enter without signaling. Once inside, I'll check the second roundabout. If the right side is clear, I'll continue straight without stopping. This time, I'll go in the same direction but stop for a car coming from the right. I'm going straight through both roundabouts. I see a car on the right with its signal on toward me, so I'll stop and let it pass. Once it's gone, I'll proceed, and then I'll check the second roundabout. If the right side is clear, I'll pass through smoothly because I treated each roundabout separately. Now I'm approaching the roundabouts from another direction. As you can see, the second roundabout is to the right of the first one from this direction. I'll enter from the right side here with signal right. If there's a car on the right with its signal on, I'll stop and wait. Once the car passes, I'll enter the first roundabout and head toward the second one. At the second roundabout, I'll check the right side. If it's clear, I'll go around the back of the second roundabout and continue. Hopefully, this makes the double mini roundabout easier to understand. As you've seen, the process is simple: treat each roundabout individually. Good luck, and all the best to everyone.